Have you ever woken up to the thought that you're being watched? It's scary, isn't it? Technology is like an evolving ground. No matter how hard we try, it is really impossible to escape its presence in our day-to-day life, and that's pretty sad. A person who I genuinely respect, and I have nothing but respect for him, Edward Snowden. A 29-year-old back in the day when he was an ex-CIA now, he was the biggest whistleblower in the US history ever, period. Edward Snowden had the perfect life. He had a girlfriend, he was living in a FI, and he had a salary about $200K per month, which is pretty much sorted. He left all of that just so that he can deliver us the information which was needed. If not for him today, we all would have never known how much amount of data all of these companies have. He's partially, or maybe primarily, one of the reasons why we have webcam shutters and even privacy rights on our phones. And that's pretty admirable, I would say. Because of his actions, of course, Snowden had to face a lot of struggles in his life. Currently, he's living in Russia. No one is aware of his position or anything, what he's doing right now, except for the bits of clips he releases of himself anonymously at times, but that's all you get. That is all you get about Snowden. Personally, he had even said that he has no regrets doing any of this. He totally adores it. The only thing he's worried about is his parents' security and concern. But the thing is, there's no way he can even contact them, because contacting them would risk his and his loved ones' security. So that's unfortunate. In the current situation here and now, I can assure you that most of us have our cards connected to our wallets, basically our smartphones. All it takes is one data strike or surge to get all of your information out there. It's not that hard, trust me. When I say that data surges are so scary, it is. All of these companies that claim to have a safe firewall basically even have developers backing in the backend who helps to break the firewall. Basically, that's pretty much it. Like, if they can do it, anyone can do it. And to be honest, there's enough information on the internet for you to be able to do so. But don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to promote it, but that is how it is. I personally believe to protect your data, there's only one way, and there's literally only one way: store it in physical drives. I realized this long ago, back in 2015, when Mega was getting banned for all of the controversies and stuff. I don't exactly remember, but the fact that a place where you upload chunks and chunks of files, maybe your whole life's worth of work is gone overnight. Isn't that scary? Since that day, I decided I should get a hard drive and keep all of my essential data over there, and that's what I did. Back in high school, which was in 2014, I remember Apple, one of the biggest tech companies in the world, had a data breach, and a lot of celebrity images which was supposed to not be on the internet is there on the internet. So you get the point. The camera was invented as an instrument to showcase the world what the normal people couldn't see. The lens was an instrument which would show realism, facts, legitimacy. But in today's world, we get none of that. All of the information that you get on media or anywhere is somewhat altered. At the end of the day, tech is really scary, and there's really nothing we can do about it. And that's the harsh truth. What's that? Aren't you forgetting your own roots? You used to be so keen on tech, so much. How can you forget that? How can you? It's kind of surprising. Do you really believe that obsession is a good thing for us as human beings? No. If you think of our roots, we are animals. We all are. At the end of the day, we are pattern recognition creatures. If you get something good in your life, it's hard to get back from it. It's really hard. And tech has brought this into our world. There's no stopping the fact that it's advancing every day and we crave for it more and more the more we try to run away from it. If it is used correctly, it can turn your life around. I've seen people build apps, run businesses, do it all with the help of tech. Phones have come a long way where PCs have but not really able to catch the potential of mobile phones. Semiconductors have gotten smaller, things are getting smaller, tech is getting more accessible. What else can you say about that? Me personally, as a kid, I was always into tech. I loved gaming consoles, computer hardware, be it anything, I was always into it. And it is how it is. Once you're into the tech world, you're always going to be around it because it is how it is. Who doesn't like a little bit of upgrade and spice in their life? At the end of the day, everything has its pros and cons, and I believe that tech has its too. I do not mean to alter your thought by any means, but this is purely what I think, and it is how it is. Just remember that even the smallest of things, such as accept your cookies on the browser, is important. Everything matters. At the end of the day, you never know.